Hello and welcome. My name is Aerith, and this is my 43-week update. We're going to start by claiming my dailies. We're going to claim what I got from the web store, and I will show you what I have accomplished in the last week. First thing I gotta show you is TIE Fighter, Relic 4. I'm gonna continue farming towards getting him to Relic 5, because I'm pretty sure that's the relic required for Executor. Just for today, we're gonna do a reset here. In the next day or so, I'll be able to get him to Relic 5. I was hoping to get him there before the update, but it is what it is. Rex, almost 7 stars. Getting really close there. Nisa, also close. And you'll also notice, excuse me, that she's up to gear 7. So I got impatient last week, actually rather recently, and I decided to spend a whole bunch of my credits. If you saw, I'm only at 6 million credits on, oh lovely, just lovely, on my Ewoks. So my Ewoks are all up to at least gear 7. Oh, that'll even show you better. So we have them up here at gear 7, 9, 9, 7, and 7. Once she gets to 7 stars, then we'll try and see what we can pull off. I was able to get C-3PO unlocked at 5 stars, and these are all the mods that I'm using. Nothing too special, just throwing on some health mods, whatever speed they have. Some have actually half decent speeds, like 14 is not too bad, and then others, you know, 4 speed, 5 speed, again 14 13 not too bad, but no focus really on their speeds, just throwing on mods to help strengthen them up a little bit. I used also a whole bunch of Omegas onto them. No Zetas, but I used up their Omegas. The yellow mod stuff. And we are going to see if we can accomplish a 6-star C-3PO event with the gear and mods that I have. This is the first time I'm trying it. It does not look like a good start, but we will still try. Of course, he always starts with his taunt. Dispel all debuffs. And we keep healing up our guy a little bit. Look at that. Nisa MVP. Look at the amount of damage she's doing. Even with his taunt, nearly took him out. Fortunately, he didn't pass away, so we could throw that taunt up ourselves. I was struggling a little bit with all of them being at gear just 7, so I just kind of overloaded and put a couple of them at gear 9. I really don't think I'm going to need to bring them all to gear 10 in order to do the 3PO event. Oh shoot, that's supposed to be a revive. Oops. Should have held that for later. I think we're gonna be okay. This is also with a 6-star Nisa. Look at her carry the life out of this. Also, no health mods on Nisa. I put speed mods, I believe, and crit chance mods. This. And if you guys even know, have also noticed, I do not have Wicket. You do not need to farm Wicket. You can choose to farm Nisa, and she will be just fine. I know at the moment she's probably a longer farm than Wicket, simply because I believe she's still a single node farm. But at this point, I could just throw it on auto, watch her carry. So, one of my pastimes outside of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is Jiu-Jitsu, and I would like to compete this summer. However, I seem to have sprained my wrist, and I've been training a lot with the newer white belts. I'm a blue belt, and I'm aware that all newer white belts need to get a really good foundation, and my professor, honestly, has said he really appreciates that I can take the time with them to train. So I trained with a fellow blue belt the other day, and I'm not blaming him for spraining my wrist. I did that on my own. That was some stupid movement that I made. But while working with him, nice. 50 crystals is awesome too. While working with him, I ended up getting locked into in a couple of leg locks, which means I haven't been practicing them nearly enough. He caught me in a knee bar. He caught me in a heel hook, but I was stuck in some sort of movement, and I saw a knee bar that I was gonna make a really risky move to go for it. So I made that risky move, and I suffered by getting caught in the heel hook. So he caught me with that, and then I was able to get him in a Darce choke. So what I realized in my roles with him is I need to work on my leg submissions a little bit more often in order to understand them and protect myself a little bit better. Unfortunately, this is as far as I could go with the C3PO event, since Nisa is only at 6 stars. And I am not farming Wicket because I chose not to. But that's not the end of the video. Aside from the little rant, I'm farming towards General Grievous, since he's going to be kind of required as a leader for, you know, all of these guys. The gas bundle that I bought, he's going to be pretty important. Fortunately, I have been farming him on the sidelines, so he is already at 6 stars, which is really good, but I only use the fleet node stuff to buy him. Whatever that means. Fleet currency to purchase the 4 shards of whatever he is, of General Grievous. I am so out of it at the exact moment. So I need to bring Darth Vader up to Relic 7. I need to get Captain Rex up to 7 stars, which has been a slow process, but he'll get there soon. And then I'm going to apply his Zeta. Speaking of Zetas, I do not quite have enough Omicrons, right? So we'll go start with that. Not quite at enough Omicrons. I'm at 19 out of 20. Where I'm going to apply that Omicron, there's a few different places. I'm probably going to put up a poll. I recommend you guys go to that poll and vote on what you think would be best. But I would also ask that you have a look at my roster. See what I use and what might actually be the most useful. Like, yes, Captain Rex might be really useful. I'm at 120 Zetas, by the way. But the Omicron might be more useful on my my Night Sisters team. Speaking of Night Sisters, another tangent. I did bring them all up to gear 12. Well, all the Night Sisters that I use, right? So if we go spelling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prior to GAC, they were not at gear 12. They are now at gear 12. I am really thinking of putting on this Omicron, because this might help a lot to punching up with the Night Sisters. My Chupio team is for my CLS team. They're all at gear 1, level 1 right now, so I need to farm up a whole bunch more credits in order to even get them all to level 85, but I'm going to need Chupio in that team. Admiral Piet is also going to be required for Executor. And if I look here at my improved trooper teams, I'm setting up to almost play for 2 teams. Dark Trooper might be one of them that I farm up to Relic levels as well. Admiral Piet is a must. And then maybe Veers and Stark. I don't know. Maybe I have gear 12 them. I have kind of just laid them back in the wayside to just collect dust because I haven't used my Imperial Troopers in a while. And I think that's the unfortunate part about buying Lightspeed bundles. You're so focused on farming up and utilizing these teams that you're not going to use, right? Like, look at this First Order group. Why do I have the First Order? I don't need them. I really don't. They're not going to help me with anything. I got my BB-8s. That's great. But I'm not going for any SLKR. I'm not going for anything like that. They help a lot with my ship, but I haven't even gone for the final laser. Like, I can unlock it, but I haven't even farmed Huck. So there are some negatives, but that could also just be me being stupid with my farming path and not going towards Galactic Legends. That being said, I wanted to do something a little bit unique with my roster by farming teams that can counter Galactic Legends without requiring Galactic Legends myself. Dr. Aphra is supposed to be number 1 of that team. And she does work semi-effectively on some Galactic Legends, but I haven't been able to test her on everybody. I've been able to test her on SLKR, which SLKR is not the best to farm against. And then, like, they also have their Datacrons, which doesn't help really decipher if it's effective or not. And some Rays. But if you look here, it's not even the best Ray to go against because she's only 1, right? But let's have a look and see what happens. See, now I have my own Relic here, my own Datacron up as well. It's only at I brought my Datacron up because I'm never going to use it ever again, and when it expires, so would be it. That's gonna be that. This video has probably gotten a lot longer than it needs to be because I have felt like talking. If you don't want to listen to me talk, then move on. It's okay. I won't take it personally. Wouldn't be the first time I've been ignored in my life. See, this is problematic. I don't understand why. Sounding all nasally. I don't understand why I'm having to deal with all of that immunity crap. Why are they always all immune to stuff? I'm not reading everything. Especially when it comes to kids. That's just ridiculousness. Now she's immune to shit. He's immune already. He's immune already. So what was the point of that? Focus me. And she's dead. Oh, not quite. Now she's dead. And then I have to use this. He's gone. And then I can use this, but he's still immune to that. Now she's dead. Or not. Now she's dead. So I could take on Ray, but no ultimate and only Relic 1. That's also because I'm also using Bosk and I haven't really anybody to taunt to replace when she uses that ability that just eliminates my my Afra. Because as long as Afra lives, then I could do okay because Afra actually resurrects all droids as long as they aren't separatist droids. She'd just be too OP if that were the case, I guess. So this disables, right? Not. That takes that off. And then we'll focus you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Do I bother summoning somebody? Sure, we'll bring the we'll bring in 5s. And you're disabled. Ooh, and nearly dead. Goodbye. Get a mannequin. Or don't. Oh, now I'm all of a sudden feeling quiet. From feeling like a little talkative and ranty to absolute silence. I'm so sorry, guys. I guess that's the focusing of ships. I don't understand how fleets work, but I hit buttons, and I guess I focus really hard when I hit those buttons. Well, that worked. Absolutely demolished my opponent in GAC. There is a possibility I get promoted, but I'm not going to hold my breath over that. Because you might find me blue on the ground later. That's a long time to hold your breath. Especially now, since like we still have till 5 o'clock tomorrow. What's the record for holding your breath? Like 5 minutes? That would be another 18 hours of holding your breath. No thanks. No thanks. Don't feel like doing that. That's just a death sentence. Alright, no, we don't need squads. We need our ships. I've been farming the Raven's Claw for months on end when I'm not farming here. And then when I have any extra energy, it goes towards the TIE Defender. Someday, maybe not someday soon, but someday, they will be farmed up. Next will be Marauder. And when I choose to go after the Marauder, it'll be a hard farm. Because I won't just go after Marauder, I will actually farm towards Hunter, Tech, and Echo. Echo, right? Omega, maybe. Maybe Omega. So my goal for next week is hopefully get Princess Nisa and Rex up to 7 stars. Let's see. We're at 48 and 56. Let's see how many shards we get by next week. Get C-3PO up to 7 stars. Because he's going to be required for the gas event. He's going to be required for the Jedi Knight Luke event. He's going to be required for the CLS team. He's just going to be a good big requirement. So we really need to get the C-3PO up and running. TIE Fighter up to Relic 5. Darth Vader up to Relic 7. Emperor Palpatine for bragging rights. Not because he's needed at Relic 7, but for bragging rights. To make myself feel better, I'm going to put Palpatine at 7. And to make myself feel better, when I get the chance, I'm gonna put Starkiller up at Relic 7. I hope you understand. It may not be logical. It may not be the most efficient thing to do, but it is my roster. And it is what I'm passionate about. And honestly, there's just something about Relic 7 that exudes power. Ultimate power. Unlimited power. Which is why I'm choosing not to Relic Marion, because if I Relic her, I'm going to bring her right up to Relic 7. Anyway, where have I been with all of my dailies? And then I will let you guys go. I've been chatting for a good near half hour. Really hoping that you guys are entertained, educated, in some way, shape, or form. If you learn from me something, how not to play, how to play, what works, what doesn't work, that's all this roster is about. I'm not going after Galactic Legends because I thought it would be fun to try something different. Everybody says, oh, you need a Galactic Legend. You should be going after Galactic Legends. The only way you can get Galactic Legends beaten is to get a Galactic Legend. Well, I'm one to go against the grain. I want to try something different, and I want to see if it works. So far, in Squad Arena, it works. And I've gone against a few rosters now that have Galactic Legends when I don't, and unfortunately only one of those rosters have really thrown their Galactic Legend on defense, and I annihilated it. So up to this point, where I'm at, it's working. I've also noticed that my roster is at 3.4 million GP, which means I'm getting awfully close to 4 million, which means I am going to be able to unlock the not conquest, but what are they, proving grounds? And that, my friends, will be important. Now, Juhani has also been pushed into here, so I'm probably going to farm her pretty regularly. I'm not going to pin her on like required characters or anything like that, but I will farm her pretty regularly on this. And I do this every once in a while just so that I can keep up on my shard shop currency. Here I always buy Pyrotechs, and then if I'm really close to getting an unlock or getting a character to relic levels, then every once in a while then I'll spend this on these side farm stuff if they're absolutely required. Otherwise, just Pyrotechs. Shard shop, convert. Now I don't have any characters that are requiring anything right now, so we're just gonna get these and move on for now. I believe that should be everything. And with that, I have 130 Zeta mats, and I will have 20 Omicron mats. So I will shortly put up a poll. Where do you guys want me to apply these Zeta mats? Where do you think is going to be the best place to apply the Omicron? I'm also going to remind you guys that I am off on Thursday, so I should schedule a stream, and I'm open to doing some roster reviews. I'm open to discussing my roster and reviewing my roster with you guys, and how mine could improve, how yours is, and how yours can improve. And well, we'll probably stream and try and do a little bit better than last time I streamed with the Jedi Fallen Order. Anyway, those are all plans for the future, and that marks the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.